type of genre of book, and it's called the biography. Now, we also read a biography last week, and all that it is nonfiction. It is about a real person, and it's written about a real person. Now, the author is Jennifer Strand. It is not George Washington Carver. He is not living anymore. So a biography is written about a famous person or a person written by a different person. So that's a lot of people. So let's go over that again. So a biography is written about somebody, about a famous person. It could be about Beyonce. It could be about Jojo Siwa. It could be about anybody that is famous or done something. So a biography, or it could be about you eventually in your life too. So it doesn't have to be somebody famous, but usually the biographies that we do read is about somebody famous that we know really well. Now, we are going to be reading a biography about George Washington Carver. Now, as I'm reading, I want you to be thinking about what is the main idea of this book. So what is this book mostly about? And you're going to say to me, well, it's about George Washington Carver. But think about, what did he do? Listen for, what did he do? What is he known for? So let us begin. Introduction. Here's our heading. George Washington Carver was an African-American scientist. He helped people grow plants. He found new ways to use them. That sounds pretty good. Early life. George was likely born in 1864. He did not know his parents. He was born into slavery. Moses and Susan Carver owned him. Slavery ended. George moved to the family's house. Susan Carver taught George. He was curious. He studied plants. Leader. Many schools did not allow African Americans, but Carver went to college. So remember, we kind of heard about this, especially in civil rights, talking about Martin Luther King. And slavery, let's go back to that because that was one of our key words as well. So slavery is when they brought people over, African American people over from Africa, and made them work on plantations, on different farms. So they didn't have a choice. They came over here, and that's why it said Moses and Susan Carver owned him. We do not have slavery anymore. It ended in the middle of the 1800s. Let's see, so we had slavery ended, and then that's when he got to learn more about plants. So here we go. Many schools did not allow African Americans, but Carver went to college. He studied agriculture. He found new ways to farm. Ooh, okay, we're going to be learning about this thing called context clues. Okay, agriculture. Let me look at my photographs and see if that's going to help me. What about this? What is he showing? He's showing us some sort of plant. He's on a farm, and then here we go. He found new ways to farm. So agriculture is, I can look at this, it's something about farming. So it has to do with the soil. It has to talk about this, the plants that you grow. So that's agriculture. If you're like, Miss Sparks, what is agriculture? Carver studied peanut plants. He used them to make soil healthy. He found many ways to use peanuts. So peanuts, like peanut butter, they have peanuts. They look like this on the outside, but when you take them out, that's when they have like the little things there. History maker. Carver wanted to share what he learned. So he started the Agriculture Movable School. It taught people how to farm well. So it's movable. So, movable, that seems to me like, I hear the word move maybe in there, and it's on wheels. It's kind of like our bookmobile. Carver started crop rotation. Farmers could plant different crops. This kept the soil healthy. So my keyword just told me what it meant, because remember, our keywords can also explain to us what our keywords tell us something that's important that we need to know. And sometimes our keywords are defined, meaning they give their meaning in the text, which is right here. Farmers could plant different crops. All right, there seems to be a lot about plants. Oh, I missed a chapter, or a section. Legacy. Carver died on January 5th, 1943. His work helped people reduce waste. This protected natural resources. We know what natural resources are. We can say what a natural resource, something that's found in nature. What is something found in nature? Yes, we have water, we have air, we have soil, sunlight. And those are the things that he used. So he used the soil specifically to help people grow things in different ways. It also helped many people. So I want you to think about, what is the main idea of this book? Main idea of this book. Now, this is going to be your Jamboard, and you are going to circle the correct answer. So you're going to see this on your Jamboard. So it asks, what is the main idea of the book George Washington Carver? Circle the correct answer. So letter A, George Washington Carver wanted to share what he learned in college. George Washington Carver started the agriculture movable school. Or George Washington Carver helped people grow plants in new ways. So what do we think it is? Now, you can think of Miss Marks. A and C sound pretty the same, but one is a better choice. So thinking about, what is the main idea of the book? Is it George Washington Carver wanted to share what he learned in college? Is it George Washington Carver started the agriculture movable school? Or George Washington Carver helped people grow plants in new ways? So thinking about what you think that the main idea is, and go ahead and circle that. So you're going to go onto your Jamboard and you're going to circle what you think is the main idea. So what is the book mostly about? So what did it do? Think about the legacy, what he left for people. Yes, he definitely did the agriculture movable school, but think about the other things that he did as well. So that is what you will do on your Jamboard. So main idea, what is the story, the book mostly about?